the boys matchup between the Waubay-Summit Mustangs and your Tri-State Tigers. The officials for tonight's game are Scott Dyke, Scott Bartholomew, and Wade Bethlehem. Now let's meet the cheerleaders for the Tigers. Trey Garza, Abby Garza, Aiden Oaks, Jaslyn Peterson, Kendra Guy, Kiki Dolman, Amber Brown, Sienna Klein. And on behalf of the cheer team, they would like to wish the Rosholt Oral and Turf team good luck at their state competition this weekend. 3 of the other varsity cheerleaders, Vanessa Klein, Linnea Braley, and Alyssa Lewis, are all competing. Let's give them a round of applause. Now for your starting lineups, going alternately. First for the Mustangs, at a guard, a 5'10" junior, number 1, Matthew Hondal. And for the Tigers, at a guard, a 5'10" sophomore, number 0, Derek Carl. For the Mustangs, at a forward, a 6'4" junior, number 4, Tate Gaikowski. For the Tigers, at a guard, a 5'10" junior, number 2, Sam Beeger. For the Mustangs, at a guard, a 6' junior, number 10, Joey Johnston. For the Tigers, at a guard, a 6'1" junior, number 11, Robert Mendoza. For the Mustangs, at a forward, a 6'2" senior, number 32, Lucas Bresky. For the Tigers, at a guard, a 5'10" sophomore, number 25, Brandon Gruenwald. For the Mustangs, at a forward, a 6'2" junior, number 40, Justin Zerbel. And for the Tigers, at forward, a 6'4" junior, number 30, Jared Tangen. Mustangs are coached by Mark Omdahl, assisted by Joe Eisenbrown and Josh Oliver. Tigers are coached by...
Hey everybody, welcome to tonight's ball game. Hope you caught the starting lineups for both teams. This is Coach Loll. You're listening to me on the Rosholt Industrial Technology School website, YouTube channel. So I'd like to thank the school for letting me come in here tonight. If you're watching the girls' game, you know I had a little technical difficulties. Didn't get her going until the end of the game, but we're here and we're ready to go. Should be a good battle here tonight, no doubt. There's some size, a little speed, a little quickness. And Tigers are going to come out in a man-to-man defense. A little bit of a motion offense by the Mustangs. Shots put up there by Gaikowski, 6'4" guard. He's tanging with it. He's going to put up a 3. That one's off the mark. Back come the Mustangs. Nice move there by Lucas Bresky. He's a 6'2" senior. And if you notice, Lucas has got a little bit of size to him. Gets the first 2 points of the ball game. Foul's going to be on Tangen. Going to have to watch that a little bit. Jared, no doubt, a force to be reckoned with for the Tigers. But he's got 1 foul on him, so we'll see how that goes. Mustangs have some pretty good size. They came off of last year with only a 3-19 record, but one of those 3 wins was against Tri-State and early in the season, kind of like this one. So Tigers got a little bit of revenge on their minds, but looks like the Mustangs grew up a little bit. Oh, got a little bit older, and there's a nice rebound on the inside. Actually, 2 offensive rebounds. And Bresky couldn't quite get him to fall, but he does get fouled. Foul's going to be on Mendoza, I believe, and it is. That's his first, team second. Foul's on the ground. Tate Gaikowski, the junior, takes it out. Looks like he traveled with the ball, got it caught on his hip a little bit. So ball's going to go back over to Tri-State. That's a matchup we'll have to watch a little bit. Gaikowski's got some size on Mendoza. We'll see if he uses that to his ability. Mustangs in a man-to-man defense. They're not switching on, if they can get by with it, they're not switching on their picks. There's a 3-point attempt put up by Grunwald. That one's off the mark. Vieger tries to put it up, little pump fake, didn't quite get it up. And the ball's going to go back to the Mustangs. Kind of, no doubt, looks like a 2-man show for the Mustangs. A little bit of pick and roll going on between Gaikowski and Bresky. So a little bit of a melee there with the ball, and ends up back in the hands of the Mustangs. And we're going to get a turnover right back. Matthew Umdahl, 5'10" junior guard, get called for the travel. Vieger gets it across half court. Tigers look to get it inside the Tangen, and they do. And looks like Jared's going to go to the free throw line. Nice jump hook there by Tangen. Get that ball up. Of course, he was fouled. Foul's going to be on Zerbel, his first, 6'2" junior. And free throws off the mark. A little over 2 minutes in the ball game here, and we've got a 2-0 ball game so far. Tri-State yet to get on the board. And that one goes through for Jared. Open in the corner is Umdahl. He puts up a 3. That one's off the mark. Nice rebound there. There's Gaikowski. He gets the rebound. He's going to be fouled. I believe that was on Vieger. His first, team's third already. Free throws off the mark. Gaikowski's got a nice shot. Nice form. 6'4" junior. Got a pretty good future ahead of him. Like he's definitely the ball control guy for the Mustangs. Back come the Tigers. And Tangen's going to go to the basket, but he's going to get it blocked. Back come the Mustangs, looking to push. They got the numbers. And looks like we're going to get a foul called. Going to be on Grunwald. His first, team's fourth. Still got 5 minutes to go in the first period. Hayden Lick checks into the ball game. There's Gaikowski up top again. There's an open 3 put up. Rebounded by Tangen. Back comes the Tigers. Mendoza's going to put up a 3. That one's short. Was right on the money, but a little bit short. Ball handling there by the big guy, Bresky. Gaikowski got it. Being covered by Vieger. Like it's going to be, move it to the other side. Get Bresky with it. Had a couple open looks. There's a look from the corner. That one's off the mark, but it's rebounded by Bresky. Here's going to be an open three put up by Gaikowski. That one's short. And a little bit of a battle underneath. And second foul is going to be called on Zerbel. He takes a seat. A couple new Mustangs into the ball game. An open three put up by Carl. Off the mark. Hesitated there a little bit. As a shooter, you typically want to, if you're going to go up, go up. You know, take that shot. Didn't realize he was quite that open. A little bit of a hard pass there by Johnston. So back come the Tigers. 3:50 to go here and in the first, and we've got a 2-1 ball game, and we're going to get a travel by Lick. Nathan Keppy's going to check into the ball game, give Taggin a little bit of a rest. Doing a lot of work in there. And looks like there's going to be an open layup. And Gaikowski lays it in for two. 4-1 now. Lick with it, and he's going to get called for the travel. I think he was looking to pass that off and couldn't quite get the pass. 4-1. The only point for Tri-State right now is Tangen with his free throw. A little bit of a trap by the Tigers, but the Mustangs beat it. Gaikowski gets an open three, short again. Gaikowski, you can see the frustration in his face a little bit. Looks like he's not really used to missing the shot. So, but we got a timeout called. Gives me a little bit of time here. Ending up the girls' game, Kaya Navrachel scored 3. Ramey Lawrence had 1. Kylie Apple had 6. Tia Lick had 10. Haley Hokinson had 10. Mary Roop had 8. Maddie Chemnitz had 1. And Maddie Steffens had 2 for the Tigers in their loss. Last season, the Tigers finished 6th in the region. They were 8-4 overall. 8-4 in the region, 14-7 overall. Of course, they if you watched the Tigers at all last year, you know they had 2 seniors that graduated, and I guess you could say there was big shoes to fill with Ben Wertzma and Abel Perry moving on. I seen that Abel had went to up to play football up at Concordia. Guess I didn't know that. Should check that out a little bit. Hope he had a good season. Lick with it. He gets it up and in for 2. Hayden Lick was chance at a 3-point play. Foul's going to be on Seth Gaikowski. Chance to tie the ball game here. A little bit flat on the free throw and off the mark. And we're going to have a foul on Lick, I believe. Yes, it is. That's Hayden's first. Vigert's going to check back into the ball game. Derek Carl, the 5'10" sophomore, is going to take a break. Tri-State comes out in a man-to-man trap. But the Mustangs beat it. But we're going to get a foul called on Brandon Grunwald. That's his second. Team 6. Mustangs have 3 team fouls. We get the ball, try to get the ball inside to Bresky, but it's stolen away by Mendoza. Lick puts up a three-pointer. That one's going to be just a little bit short. Early in the season, shots are coming up a little bit short for both teams. Knocked away there by Lick, and he's going to go with the layup, and good for two. Hayden Lick's got 4. Tigers take a 1-point lead. And Lick's going to get a foul call. That's going to be his second. Team 7th. Waubay-Summit Mustangs are going to be shooting the free throw. At the free throw line is Colby Rumpsa. 6 foot 1 inch sophomore. First one's up, and that one's good. We got a 5-all tie here. 2 minutes left to go in the first. Second one is on the way, and that one's good. Rumpsa gets a pair of free throws. Back come the Tigers. Carl puts it up, and he puts it in for 2. Back in front go the Tigers. Bresky gets it inside. In between quite a few Tigers there. Got the shot away, but it was long. There goes Carl right to the basket. And that one's going to be blocked out of bounds by Gaikowski. .143 to go here. Tigers up by a point. Tangen getting some good rest time on the bench. The Mustangs didn't take advantage of that, you know. With Tangen on the bench and Bresky in the ball game, and Gaikowski, one of those two should have been posted up. A little give and go. There's a nice pass to Umdahl, and he lays it in for 2. Back in front go the Mustangs. Mendoza with it. Doing a little shaking and baking, but not going anywhere with it. Nice left-handed rebound by Nathan Kepi. Under the basket. Good ball movement there by the Tigers. They're back in front by a point. Good help that time from Carl to help out on Bresky. Mendoza gets the rebound. And we're going to have a foul called on Seth Gaikowski. That's going to be his second. Team's 4th. Kepi comes out of the ball game. Gave Tangen a nice rest there. Kepi did a great job on defense underneath. Kept Bresky out of the way a little bit. Bresky's going to take a little bit of a break, so we'll see if the Tigers can't take advantage of that. You know, Frankenhoff came in for Bresky. Frankenhoff 6'3", but he just doesn't have the size that Bresky had. And hopefully Tangen can take advantage of that. The idea was right. The pass was right. Just the receiver wasn't quite ready for the ball. But that was a nice pass by Tangen to give that one up. Carl Garden Gaikowski. Good defense in the corner by Greffrud. And we've got 12 seconds to go here, 12.8. Tigers up by a point. Going to get a little bit of pressure. Pull it on. See if the Tigers can get a decent shot here. Here's Carl going to the basket. Tries to get it inside to Tangen. Maybe should have pulled out and put the shot up. And into the first quarter. With a score, Tri-State Tigers 9. Summit Waubay Mustangs 8. You know, I mentioned something in the girls' game about the gym here and the facilities and how nice they are, and you know, you're right on the floor with the kids. I know as a coach, I hated it because you're right on the floor with the coach too. And sometimes you know, coaches want to say a few things and to their players, and you know, you got fans sitting right there listening and taking every advantage of that. So it's always kind of interesting when you get to hear the coaches talk. I know playing in Fairmount, coaching in Fairmount, playing in Fairmount all those years, that's kind of the way it was there too. Anyways, back at second quarter here. Mendoza with it in the corner. There goes Tang, and he's going to go to the basket. And we're going to get a foul called. .24, Thomas Frankenhoff picks up his fifth team foul. Mendoza with it. He puts up the baseline shot. A little bit of pressure put on by Tri-State, but here back come the Mustangs as they beat it, and they can't quite handle the pass. Two guys standing there, and you take it, no, I take it, no, you want it, and ball goes out of bounds. So there's a big break for the Tigers. See if they can take advantage of that. Mustangs still in that man-to-man defense. Kind of a flex offense that Tri-State's running. Mustangs get to the cross. Here's a three put up. That one's going to be off the mark. That was Johnston. And kind of an inadvertent pass there by Mendoza. But Tigers are going to get it right back. Johnston step out of bounds. A couple of unforced errors, so ball's going to go back in favor of the Tigers. And Carl with it. Kind of gets stuck in no man's land there. He's in the lane. As long as you're attacking the basket, that's okay. Once he stops, that's where the problem runs into. There's Tangen with it inside. And going to have a foul called. That's going to be on Johnston. That's his first. Team 6, so one more, and Tigers will be in the bonus. Brandon Gruenwald checks back into the game. Bresky's back in for the Mustangs, and there's Mendoza, puts it in for two. 11-8 now. Tigers extend the lead, and got a travel. Good defense there by the Tigers. Going to get a turnover, and coach of the Mustangs, Mr. Mark Umdahl, wants to talk it over a little bit. This time he pulls them out on the floor so he can have a little talk with them. A lot of going back and forth. You can sure tell that definitely early in the season, first game of the year, a lot of shots coming up short. A lot of errant passes. Still, everybody trying to learn their players and where they're going to be and where your teammates are going to be, and all those things come into play. Viger's going to take it out. Carl will bring it up against Gajkowski. That's Mendoza with it. He thinks about putting it up. Carl with it, gets it over to Viger. Thinks about putting it up, but Bresky changed his mind there a little bit for him. Let's see if the Tigers can't take advantage with having Tangen inside, but they don't. And in for two is Colby Rumpsa. He's got 4 points on the night. Back to a 1-point lead now. Mendoza with it. He's going to put up a long three. That one's going to be good for Robert. First 3-pointer of the ball game. 14-10 now. It's Gajkowski with it. Looking to get it to Bresky, and they do. Bresky looks to go to the basket. Good defense there by Tangen. Good help by Carl, and they're going to get a jump ball. Nathan Kepi and Hayden Lick back in, along with Justin Zerbel for the Mustangs. So good defense stance there by Tangen. There's Gajkowski with it. You can see that one coming on the backside pick. Foul is going to be on Carl. Only going to be his first. And that one's off the mark. Gajkowski just can't seem to find the rim, or find the net, I should say. He's finding the rim. That one's going to be good. 3 points now. That one's stolen away. Blocked by Mendoza. Gets it over to Lick. Back to Mendoza. He's going to put up a long three off the mark. And looks like Grunwald's going to be called for a foul. It's going to be his third. And looks like Rumpsa going to be at the free throw line, shooting a 1-on-1. Next foul is going to be a double bonus for the Mustangs. And free throws off mark. Tri-State looks to push it a little bit. Viger puts up a three. That one's good. Sam Viger gets on the scoreboard. And now we got a battle for the ball. And we're going to get a timeout called. Turnover back to the Tigers. (17-11). Tigers extend that lead a little bit. Boy, we started off pretty slow. Went through about the first 5 minutes or so. We're a 2-1 ball game. Then started slowly creeping up. It was 9-8. And now we're at 17-11. So still looking a little bit ragged out there, but starting to bring it back together a little bit here. 17-11 now, 4:30 to go in the half. Lick with it up top. Mendoza's going to put up another three, and that one's good. Roberts got 8 points on the ball game, 20-11 now. Good defense by the Tigers, and looks like it's going to be a turnover. Oh, we thought it was going to be a turnover. Going to stay with the Mustangs. Bresky with it. He gets it across safely. Gaikowski with it. He goes to the basket. No foul called. And we're going to get a travel called. Good hustle there by both teams. A little bit of reaching in and out. Gaikowski getting a little bit frustrated with the no call there. 22-11 now. Tri-State with the lead. Mendoza doing quite well. Got 8 points. Gaikowski thinks about a three. And ball's going to go out on Bresky. Excuse me, that was Zerbal. Been calling him Bresky. That's where I'm mixing up here. Bresky's still on the bench. Both pretty big guys. Carl gets it across up to Lick. He gets it inside to Tangen. Kicks it back out to Lick. Puts up a three. That one's off the mark, but rebounded by Viger. He puts it in. Gets fouled. Foul's going to be on Zerbal. That is number 3. Oh, he's going to take a break here, I believe, the rest of the half. Bresky back into the ball game. Sam Viger, the junior, looking to make a three-point play here. Free throw short, but it's rebounded by Mendoza, and he puts it up and in for 2. He's got 10 all in the second period. Gaikowski's got it. Pushes it up ahead. Good defense by Tangen in the corner and Carl together. Stolen away there by Tangen. Carl gets it across the timeline. Mendoza thinks about it. Gets it in, tries to get inside to Tangen, but it was just a little bit too long. Mustangs get it across. Give me an open three-pointer off the mark for Johnston. Joey Johnson trying to find the rim here, or find the net here tonight. Mendoza was open on the inside, but Johnston steals it away. Bresky with it inside. He puts it up, gets it partially blocked by Mendoza. Another good hustle for the ball. And going to be called out of bounds. Both fighting for the ball, but I believe Rumpsa was laying on the ground out of bounds. Braden Roberts is going to check in, 6'2" senior for the Mustangs. His first action. And see a little bit of frustration on the faces of the Mustangs right now. Tri-State's taking advantage of it. Long three put up, rebounded by Gaikowski there. Heads were turned, but if Johnson would have had his head around, could have had an open layup. Oh, we're back in a man-to-man. Grefsrud. Good defense there by Grefsrud. Back come the Tigers. Carl with it. Gets it up ahead to Viger. But a little inadvertent pass there. Of course, Ham didn't have much room there. He was going out of bounds. He had to get rid of it. There's a three put up. That one's going to be too long. Good block out there by Rydell. Nice pass underneath. Brady Greffrud for 2. 26-11. Tri-State is kind of doing what they want to do here. You know, the ball just not falling for the Mustangs. It's not that they're getting bad shots. There's 2 put in there by Rumsa. He's got 6. It's not that the Mustangs are taking bad shots. They just can't find the net. Viger puts up a 3. His second 3 of the game. Sam's got 8. More good defense by Tangen. Doesn't go up to try and block the shot. Stays on the floor, keeps his hands up, knows that he's going to. Nice pass on the inside by Rydell. Gets it into Greffrud. Brady's got 2 layups, 4 points. Here goes Johnston. Kind of got out of. A little bit of talking going on with the Mustangs out there. They're getting a little bit frustrated. You could see it. If you're watching the players on the floor, and you know, I know you're down, but you're not out. You got a half of a ball game here. 1/10 of a second left. You have to catch it in the air. Not going to count. It takes 3/10 of a second to catch the ball, touch the floor, and take a shot. So unless you catch the ball in the air, anything less than that is not a shot. 9-8 going into the second period. 31-13 at halftime. Nice run there by the Tigers. We're going to take a little bit of a break, and we'll be back. Tri-State Tiger basketball. All right, welcome back, sports fans. Glad you could join us here tonight, or even if you're watching it, watching the replay. This is Coach Loll from Hankinson. Come down here to broadcast a couple games tonight, and if you don't know, ran into some technical difficulties with my equipment. Had some issues with the firewall, and my computer didn't like each other. And after about 2 hours of trying a few different things, we decided that we'll just switch it over to the Rosholt YouTube channel, the high school channel here. So I'd like to thank the administration here and everybody that's been unbelievably helpful. Thanks to Mr. Olin, one of the best guys. You got a good AD down here. Great guy. Really did everything he possibly could to get this going for me. So I want to give him a shout out. You can check out my website. That is up and running. www.coachlollsports.com. Typically we have the games up there. One of the things that we did different this year is we do have all the Region 1 basketball teams on that site. We have the rosters, we have their game schedules. So if you want to go, both boys and girls, we're working on the boys right now. The girls is up and running. But you can go online there and check out the games. You can also download the Sports Engine app on your phone, and you can favorite your favorite Region 1 team, follow them. You'll get game updates, score updates, all that good stuff. So go ahead, check that out. That's www.coachlollsports.com. We're back at it here in the second half. Tigers with a commanding 31-13 lead. And the Mustangs from Summit Waubay came out in a 1-3-1 zone defense. Carl puts up a long three. That one's off the mark. Scoring in the first half, Carl had 2. Vieger had 8. Hayden Lick had 4. Mendoza had 10. Fight for the rebound there. Ball's going to stay with the Mustangs. Kepi had 2. Gressrud had 4. And Tangen had 1. But boy, Jared's been a force inside. You know, it isn't always about the points you score, but there the Tigers got caught sleeping, but the Mustangs couldn't take advantage. I don't think you're going to see that very often with Gaikowski missing a wide open layup. Very frustrated with himself, and the ball's going to go back over to the Tigers. For the Mustangs, Umdahl had 2, Gaikowski had 3, Rumpsa had 6 off the bench, and Bresky had 2. Vieger thinks about a long three, gets it inside to Mendoza, and he puts it in for his 12th point of the ball game. 33-13 now. Tigers extend that lead. Talked about a little bit earlier about a little bit of revenge factor from last year. I know the Mustangs came away with a win. They beat Tri-State 67-54. And that one's going to be good by Zerbel. As he looks to finish the three-point play. Ball's going to be on Vieger. That's his second. Off the mark. Tangen with the rebound. Back comes Mendoza. Thinks better of it. Gressrud in the corner. Carl with it. He tries to get it inside to Tangen. Down goes Zerbel. Gets blocked. Followed by Gaikowski is good. Back come the Tigers. And we're going to get a travel called. Turnover to the Mustangs. 33-17 now. Cutting into that lead a little bit. Unfortunately, the cell service not so good here in the gym anyways. Can't quite get you any updated scores, but Zerbel puts in another 2. Now he's got 3 fouls, so we'll see if... there's Mendoza puts it in for 2. He's got 14 on the night. 35-19 now. Tangen looks like he's going to get called with the foul. Foul was on Tangen. That is his second, so not too many worries there. I'm going to try and see what I can get some scores for you. Junior college action. North Dakota State College of Science, 85. Dakota County, 91. In overtime. That's the second overtime game that those two have played this year already. CGB, which put a little bit of a lick into the Hankinson Pirates girls team the other night. Defeated the Weimar-Lidgewood Warbirds, 49-32. And we've got a little issue with the score clock, but it come back up. I'll try to get you some more games as we're going here. We've got Kowski with it. 3 put up there, but nice rebound inside by Zerbel, but he can't make it fall. Back comes the Tigers. Vieger thinks about it. Nice move. Takes a step. Finds Mendoza on the inside. That one's off the mark. Nice rebounder there by Johnston. As he looks to push it a little bit. Good defense there by Tri-State. And lays it up and in. That's Gruenwald. His first 2 of the ball game. Looked like Gaikowski was going to get a finger on it. You could see the timing going for it, but nice lay in there by Gruenwald to get the ball out in front of him. Zerbel with it. Loses control, and it goes out of bounds. Going to go over to Tri-State. Kepi checks back in for the Tigers. Boys basketball score, Milner North Sargent defeated Oaks 86-49. Ball rebounded there by the Mustangs. Get it up ahead. That's Gaikowski with it. His shot's been off a little bit, and I think it's affected his, it's definitely affected the rest of his game. Pretty tentative now in putting the shot up. Of course, I got to speak about him. Puts it up, and that one's going to be off the mark, but good hustle there by Umdahl. Pretty physical out on the floor there, but they're letting him play. And Mendoza clears it away. Carl with it. A little bit short. Good rebound there by Bresky. Now he loses control. Excuse me, he couldn't find anybody to throw it to, so he bounces it off. Nice play there by Bresky. Bounce it off the player's foot. Got a few changes here for Mustangs. Good defense there by Mendoza. I think he was far enough away that Mendoza was right. The ball did go off of the hands of Gaikowski, or excuse me, Rumsa, but couldn't see it, so it's going to stay with the Mustangs. And just as I say that, we get a turnover back to the Tigers, 37-19. Had a little bit of a run there for the Mustangs, but the Tigers have fought it off. Cody Minder, 5'6" junior guard, checks into the ball game. Lick with it. He's going to put up a 3 off the mark. And the Mustangs are off and running. And gets in the ball game, touches the ball, puts up a shot. Just rimmed in and rimmed out. Mendoza puts up 3, no good. Rebounded by Lick. Rebounded by Mendoza. Fight for the ball. And we're going to have a foul called on Mendoza, as him and Gaikowski were fighting for the ball. Rump said to take it out and get it into Gaikowski. So, pretty good pressure here by the Tigers. And a stolen away there by Carl. And looks like he stepped out of bounds. Both coaches just having a conversation with the men in black and white. And good defense there by Carl, and the ball's going to get turned over back to the Tigers. 37-19, Tri-State with the lead. Brady Grefsrud checks in as Gruenwald comes out. Played some great defense out there. Umdahl checks back in. Still got 2.5 minutes to go here in the third period. 37-19. Tigers with the lead. And we're going to get a travel called on Kepi inside. Just lost the handle a little bit. Turnover back to the Mustangs. Nice pressure there by Lick. Giving the Mustangs all kinds of fits. Mustangs are maybe getting a little excited and taking some ill-advised passes that really aren't there. You know, there are a lot of sophomores and juniors out there. Only one senior, Bresky, on the team. So maybe a little bit of youth going on. Grefsrud with the foul, with the reach in. And just as I speak of him, Bresky comes back into the ball game, gives Zerbel a little bit of a break. No fouls on the Mustangs this half yet, and for as much hand slapping and reaching going on, that's a little bit surprising. There's a 3 put up by Gaikowski. That's Seth Gaikowski. And ball's going to go to the Tigers. Umdahl wasn't too happy with that call. I guess I got to go with him on this one because I could hear the slap from up here. But regardless, Tri-State gets the ball. Vigor's got it, going to put up a 3. Set shot off the mark. Tangen tries to put it up, but he was a little bit out of control there, and Gaikowski blocks that one out of bounds. And, you know, as the season goes on, I think it'll change a little bit. Vigor just got to, you know, put that one up. Don't hesitate. A lot of times when shooters hesitate, you know, it gets off the mark a little bit. So, but I'm sure Vigor will adjust to that a little bit as time goes on. I know everybody's a little bit tired out there. Seems like it's been a pretty long third period here. 37-19. Lick with it. He's going to try a 3. That one's good. Hayden Lick's got 7. Been given some great minutes off the bench. Playing some good defense, and there goes Lick for 2. He's got a quick 5 points. And the ball is going to turn over back to Tri-State. And Coach Umdahl wants to call a timeout. just settle the boys down and getting it a little bit out of hand. You know, they've got some open passes on that press. They're just not looking down the floor. And I get that. It's pretty good defense there by the Tigers, but the guys in the corners, typically on that trapping man that they're doing, the guys in the corners are open. Unfortunately, the bad thing is they're staying down in the corners. You got to go to the ball. You got to help them kids out that are trying to get the ball across, and they can't always see you that far away. So, unless the coach is going to talk to them about it, and with a baseball pass or a long chest pass, it's just the ball's in the air too much time for the defense. So those guys got to come up. They got to help a little bit. Weak side guy cuts to the middle. Strong side guy comes up the sidelines. Just pretty simple basketball. Although, with Tri-State, they're playing great defense. Take nothing away on the defense because they are hustling. Coach Krieger is doing a great job switching players in and out. Nobody's getting tired out there. Got quite a few. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different scorers. So hats off to Coach Krieger, who I got to thank for getting me his roster last night at 10 o'clock on a Sunday night. So thank him for that. Because the way things went tonight, there was no way I was going to get that put together in time. Foul is going to be on Leck. That's his third. Team's fifth. 44-19. About just under a minute to go here. Good defense by Tri-State. Got kind of Mustang kind of guessing a little bit. A little bit of pushing going on inside with Bresky and Tangen. Grefsrud with it up top, but he loses the handle. Actually got knocked out, so the ball's going to stay with the Tigers. Grunwald checks back in. Braden Roberts, the senior, checks back in for the Mustangs. Bresky's going to get a little bit of a break. Coach is looking for one shot. Pull it back out. Mendoza's got to come up to the top and help out Vieger a little bit. There we go. Still got 13 on the clock. No hurry yet. Tangen with it. And a long three put up. Not sure that's a shot that Coach wanted to get off, but nonetheless, we're going to end the third period. 44-19. Be back with you in about a minute. All right, back at it here. Missing, sorry about that. I was missing 2 points for the Tigers. Must have been talking too much. And Vieger goes to the inside, looking for a backdoor cut there by Grunwald, but missed the cut. blocked on the inside, but that's going to be a foul. So looks like Roberts is going to go to the free throw line. Foul going to be on, that's on Gruenwald. That's his 4th. 6-team foul. And Robert gets into the scoring column. Second one is good. 44-21. Mendoza gets it across. A little give and go to Tangen there, but got to get the ball up in the air a little bit. Tangen will go up after it. He's a good athlete. Jumped pretty well. Mendoza gets into a little bit of trouble there, and we're going to have a fight for the ball. We're going to have a jump ball. Carl checks back in. Lick checks back in. Kepi checks back in. And there's a little miscommunication. That's coming from a couple of, just not, how do I say that? Getting the ball in, when you leave one guy there all the time, it's a little bit hard to do. It's kind of frustrating a little bit. Screens, pick and rolls, things like that are pretty easy to do. Pretty simple part of basketball, and when you don't do that and you just rely on that one kid, sometimes those are the kind of things that happen, especially early in the season. Mustangs are pushing a little bit. They're a little bit frustrated. Foul that time is going to be on Rumsa, his 1st. Lick is at the line. Misses both. Seth Gaikowski gets it across. Stolen away there by Lick. Good defense by. And we got a travel called on. Travel called there on Hayden. Good hustle, good defense, good hustle. Looks like the Mustangs are going to go a little bit of size this time. I think this might be the first time I've seen Bresky and Zerbel on the floor at the same time. And you got Gaikowski there. That was a little bit better getting it in, but foul there by Carl. His 2nd. And we're going to have a 1-and-1 for Tate Gaikowski. He's got 3 in the ball game. The Mustangs graduated 4 seniors off of last year. Now, I have no idea, if they played a lot or not. If the guys playing here are new to the game, or they're not. They're a good ball club. They work hard. Just couldn't get the ball to drop tonight. I know I'm sure with Gaikowski not being able to get it to fall, that's hurt him a lot. Nice rebound there by Bresky. And we're going to get a foul on Hayden Lick. Might not agree with the call, but, makes the call. I know a few of the guys in black and white wouldn't like that very well. And rebounded there. Try, anyways, by Grefstrud. Nice box out. And we're going to get an over-the-back call. It's going to be on Zerbel, his 4th. Team's 3rd. Good ball movement. Good work by the Tigers to read it. And Carl gets it in for 2. Trying to get the ball into Tangen because Zerbel's got 4, and coach recognized that. So And Mustangs might have got away with one there a little bit, at least according to the parents off to my side here. Mustangs with the ball. Down by a number of points. There's a little bit of miscommunication by the two big guys. But the senior Bresky, picking up Zerbal a little bit, saying, hey, it happens. Ball's going to stay with the Mustangs. Little just chatting here about the shot clock. Always the scorekeeper does an excellent job, knows what he's doing. Got the clock run down, got everything reset. Sometimes people want to, hey, you're doing this wrong, but most of the time them guys know what they're doing and doing a great job. That one's off the mark. We're going to have a foul on Bresky. Fourth team foul now, or excuse me, it should be fifth. It is fourth. That's Bresky's first. For as hard as he's been playing, that's pretty darn good. And he just keeps hustling out there. He's definitely showing his senior leadership on the team. .46-21 now. Over 5.5 minutes to go. Nice defense there by Bresky to take it away. He looks to go coast to coast, but the ball is going to be blocked. Actually, he's going to call a jump ball. Good defense there by Carl. I think Bresky thought he was going to go strong with it, but Carl kept the arm on top of it, made it a jump ball. Going to stay with the Mustangs, but excellent defense there by Derek Carl, sophomore. Going to have a few nice years to play. Of course, then you talk about him, and he goes ahead and gets a foul right away. That's his third. Team's ninth. So we're going to be in a double bonus here, the next one, the rest of the way. Tate Gaikowski puts it in. It's his fourth point of the ball game. Second one's no good. Rebounded there by Tangen. Tigers taking their time, getting set up. And see Tangen working on the inside, working hard. Off the mark. Good follow, but couldn't quite get it to fall. Like to see a big man working hard. And, Bresky knew it. He's not going to argue with the call. Just turned and Tangen happened to be there. Dad says, suck it up, let's play. Brady Gruffsrud get back into the ball game. Vigor gets it across the timeline. I think the Tigers are going to run a little bit of clock here. Nice move to the inside there by Grunwald, but couldn't quite find the basket. And Mustangs were off and running. And Vigor got a little bit too handsy over there. Going to get called for the foul. So Seth Gaikowski is going to be at the line shooting 2. Vigor's got 3. Carl's got 3. Lick has got 4. Gruenwald's got 4. Tangen's got 2. I guess if there's one thing to take away from the game here tonight as far as Tri-State goes is that, the foul total. But I guess that's, by looking at things, that's probably going to be part of their game. They're running, 9 kids. If you're going to play a pressure defense like that, you're going to have those nights where the whistle's going to be called. That one's going to be short. Nice rebound on the inside by Kepi. He's got 4. 48-23 now. Like Vigor's shoe came out, or his foot came out of the shoe a little bit. Gets it back together. Nice pass inside. And that's kind of the way the night's been going for the Mustangs. They missed a few of those open layups that they maybe should have had. And Coach Krieger's going to call a full timeout. Everybody get their feet under them a little bit, take a little bit of a break, get ready for the last run here. 3:53 to go in the ball game. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. I know it was kind of a little bit of a mix-up here, getting things going, but we got it going. We just got the full boys game on, got the end of the girls game. Hopefully, definitely going to have to make a little bit of a trip down here sometime in the near future and try and get everything working correctly, get one of my techie guys involved. And, of course, Friday night, they were a little bit hard to reach, so we'll get her figured out for next time. I haven't looked at the schedule yet where Coach Loll Sports is going to be. Check it out online. Watch us on Facebook. Check us out on Twitter. I'll let you know when the next games are. Did a Weimar-Ledgewood game, girls game already. Got the game here tonight. Suppose you better get a Hankston game going on here pretty quick. And about the time we get things going, we'll be right into Christmas break. Foul's going to be on they got Lick for 2. So must have wrote some numbers down wrong. Anyways, Lick gets the rebound, puts it in for 2. He's got 11. 50-23 now. 3 1/4 left to go here. Opening night of boys action. And a 3 is put in by Johnston. He finally gets on the scoreboard. Coast to coast. Nice defense there by Rumsa. And Zerbel puts up a 3. That one's off the mark. Grefsu gets tipped, goes up for it, but couldn't quite find the handle. Nick Blado, 6'3" junior, is going to check into the ball game. Braden Roberts checks back in. Hudson Steinecker going to check in for the Mustangs. And he's going to put up a 3. Steps into the ball game, puts up a 3, and it's good. 50-29 now. Lick's going to put up a 3, and that one's good. Hayden's got 14. And looks like we're going to have a foul called on Blado. It's going to be his first. Braden Roberts. at the line. He is 2 for 2 on free throws so far. Looks like the benches are getting cleared up here a little bit. Everybody's going to get a little action here tonight. Cordell Rikimoto's checking in. Gavin Rydell checking in. Colton Siderich checked in. And the second free throw is good. Blado with it. Tri-State moving it around. Siderich loses the handle, but Grufstrud finds it, brings it back out. Gets it over to Rikimoto. Tri-State's just moving it around, going to run the shot clock down a little bit. Hopefully take a good shot here. Anything under 5 seconds. Nice pass on the inside to Blado, and he gets it in for his first 2 of the ball game. Nick Blado in the scoring column. Three is going to be put up by Seth Gaikowski. That's off the mark. Nice pass back to Seth, and he puts it in for 2. Seth has got 5 on the ball game, 55-32. A little over a minute left to go. Nice pass on the inside to Blado, puts a fake up, puts it in, gets the foul, gonna head to the free throw line. Braden Roberts gets the foul. Cody Minder checks back in. Blado at the line, looking for a 3-point play. That one's short, but it's rebounded by Grefsrud. And the Tigers pull it out. Just about stolen away there by Minder. You could see his eyes getting big. He was looking for it. A little bit short. On the reach, I meant. Minder's listed as 5'6". Just pushing it a little bit. Good ball movement there by the Tigers, and a long three is put up. Off the mark. Nobody hits the rim, so we're going to have a shot clock violation. 36 seconds to go. If you'll hang in there with me, and I'll try to get the numbers put together real quick. Get you some scoring here at the end of the game. 20 seconds to go here. Looks like we're going to run the clock out. And that's going to be the ball game. Tri-State Tigers led it all the way, 9-8 after end of 1, 31-13, end of 2, 44-19 at half, and they finished the game 57-32. Thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. I had a lot of fun down here once we got things going. Scoring here for the Tigers, Derek Carl ended up with 4. Vieger ended up with 8. Hayden Lick came off the bench and scored 14. Mendoza scored 14. He had a big second period. He scored 10 there. Kepi ended up with 4. Brady Grefstrud had 4. Brendan Grunwald had 2. Jared Tangen had 2. But boy, was he a force inside. No doubt about that. Nick Blado came in and scored 4. Matthew Umdahl ended up with 2. Seth Gaikowski ended up with 5. Tate Gaikowski ended up with 4. Colby Rumpza got held to nothing in the second half. He had 6, so he ended up with 6. Joey Johnston ended up with 3. Hudson Steneker ended up with 3. Lucas Bresky ended up with 2. Braden Roberts with 3. Zerbel with 4. And don't hold me to those numbers. I think I missed 1 or 2, but after tonight, I'll take that. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Thanks to the hospitality down here at Rosholt and everything that Mr. Olin did for me tonight. I really, really, really appreciate that. Got some really good administration down here in Rosholt, so I think it's time to get out of here. So thanks everybody for joining. Hope you have a great night. Hope you have a great weekend. CoachLawSports.com.